very good catcher. Offensively, he's passable, but he's good enough. But offensively, he's a stud catcher when he's healthy.
So then you have some spots where people are gonna float around. Third base,
I don't know.
left field.
Second base.
No, because Don't You Know's there.
Don't you know it's gonna get more of a break this year than he's ever had.
I bet you he plays 150 games.
That's too much.
Just jinx the whole damn thing.
Jesus Christ! Come on,
get over it.
come on. What are you doing?
Come on.
Get over your jinx.
I don't want to get over the jinx. Jinx hasn't happened yet.
I think that
130 for Cano.
Don't you know?
Solid 25 home runs, 310, 85 RBIs. With 130 games where he's healthy and playing okay. You got Lowry who's gonna back him up. You got JD Davis who can play. You got a bunch of guys.
Suddenly we got no room for Frazier.
Which
we never had. Didn't we talk about getting rid of this guy? And I like Frazier. I like him as a player, sort of. He's a good defender. He's like a captain, a guy in charge. He's a good guy.
He is.
But at the same time,
there's no room for him.
We got to move up, man. We got to move up and out. Get rid of the old, bring in the new. Ronnie Mauricio time, man.
Yeah.
JD Davis time. Oh, I went back to Glenn Davis, huh? Houston Astros.
Yeah. And I keep saying whenever I only say Davis because every time I say JD, I want to say JD Drew.
Boo. That suck.
Yeah, I think that we need to
G'day, mate.
Leave those positions flexible because we have a lot of good players and they need to get playing time. But suddenly it went to look like that a lot of different positions are going to be flexing between players to really only two, third and left, until Metspatis comes back.
We have the depth now. We have good outfielders. We have a bunch of infielders. We have 2 or 3 catchers we can bring in. Depth.
To a treat him.
Depth.
McNeil needs to get playing time. You got to fit him in. So he's going to be playing either third or left. And then when Lowry comes, this guy might only play 100 games or less. Where's he going to play?
Well, now that he got this knee thing, now he's short of playing about 100 games.
They showed him
more than that.
They showed him in Syracuse charging ground balls and throwing and stuff. So
I think he's making good progress now.
Yeah,
back of the kneecap issue.
Right.
He should be out at least a couple of weeks after he's given clearance to play.
Right, and we have the joy to be able to do that now because we have depth galore.
So Lowry,
thank you, Van Wagon it.
Hypothetical: Lowry comes back. Let's say 2 weeks ahead, the roster hasn't changed at all. Lowry comes back. Who goes down?
Davis.
Yeah, it's got to be. What if Davis is batting 320 with four dingers?
Broxton.
Dungs.
Lagares.
Broxton. Lagares. One of them has to go down anyway because if Lowry's back, McNeil has to get the playing time and go to the outfield.
McNeil's too good.
So one of them is going to go out.
You cannot not play.
You cannot not.
You cannot not play McNeil.
You cannot not.
You cannot.
I do it all the time.
Rich, Dan, Marvin, Jacob,
deGrom.
All
no, that's not him.
All welcome to the Facebook.
What's up, guys?
Welcome.
Jimenez.
La Señora Lares is on. Very nice.
Hola,
Rachel.
Hola.
Oh, I know that lady, Rachel.
You do know Rachel.
I do know Rachel. Howdy, Rachel.
Hello, Ball.
Hello, Ball.
So we got all of that. This is, if you haven't watched the show yet, there's tangents. So we
a lot.
Like Keith said, as we started the show, we might not go in the order of the topics that I ran down to the top, and we're gonna have 75 more by the end of the show. So we appreciate you humoring us for that because we got all the way to that from a Devin Mesoraco deal.
Yeah, it's true, right? We just went.
What is going on with Facebook?
We went to left field.
Steve's getting upset. Steve's getting upset
When you start talking in the third person. things
Is
are
that
gonna
it?
go nutty.
Watch later on. We're gonna see. Oh, there's a Facebook outage today.
I hope so.
So
Otherwise, you screwed up the show big time, boy.
I did, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
yeah. So I don't know. But what about our boy Pete?
Yeah, let's talk about Pete. Pete is in the big leagues despite of his.
What are we gonna call this guy? I don't want to call him Pete.
It's got to be
It's
Pete.
got to be something cool.
He earned it.
We can't do Pistol Pete. That's been used. I mean, he wants to be called Pete, but like Mets Perez. Like, what are we gonna call this kid?
Pete.
Baby Huey? Remember Baby Huey?
It could be because he said he was going to cry. I wonder if he did cry. He said if he makes the Major League roster, he's going to cry.
I cried when he made it.
Me too.
All right. That's a lie.
No, it's not.
For me, it is.
It's not a lie.
Pistol Pete, you made the roster.
So for all of you who
we can't
are,
go Pistol Pete. We'll figure
No, we
something
can't
out.
call him Pistol Pete.
We'll figure something out.
It just comes out nice and easily. Pistol Pete.
Yeah.
Pistol Pete from up the street.
Yeah. Piranha Pete.
Piranha
Poughkeepsie Pete.
Pete.
Power Pete.
Power Pete.
His initials would be.
It's gonna
Pee-Pee.
come to us.
His
and
initial will be
we gotta figure it out.
He should be called Pee-Pee.
Pee-Pee
Power
Alonso.
Pete.
See how mature we are.
Pee-Pee Alonso.
Pepe.
So
Órale, Pepe.
all the technical difficulties we're having, just remember we also load up the audio to our show on Spreaker, iTunes, wherever you watch your
Spotify.
OST or Spotify,
YSA.
Castbox,
What's that?
YSA. Your sister's ass. I said it.
Whoa,
We're
what?
fired. I said it. We're fired. Sorry, Frank.
Oh, jeez.
He said cut it
He
down.
just
He didn't say
doesn't
not to do
listen.
it.
We have a phone call coming in through.
Uh-oh.
I know exactly who this is.
Brian Home sucks.
Is it Michael Jackson?
Well, maybe I don't know exactly who it is then.
Uh-oh.
You're live on the Put in the Book show. Welcome aboard.
Brian Home sucks.
What's up, Michael?
What's up, Mike?
How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Not bad. Joined live via satellite by Michael Jackson.
From hell.
You know,
What's your sunburn? What's the sunburn index on there, Michael?
He's not white anymore.
all right, this is all going
He
wrong.
actually never was, but that's true.
Yeah,
I was going to ask you about
that's
your
true.
white glove with the brown finger, but we'll just keep moving along.
That's the one they use on him now.
Yeah. That's terrible.
Oh, man.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, that took a hard left turn.
It was funny though.
That was good stuff right there.
What's going on, fellas?
What's up,
going on,
bro?
Tim?
How are you,
What's
man?
up?
Happy opening day eve.
Happy opening day. Eve. Who
Happy
are you guys playing
opening
tomorrow? I
day.
don't
How
know who the Yanks
freaking
are playing.
exciting.
Who the Yanks playing tomorrow?
Baltimore.
Oh, yeah.
Baltimore.
Just give them 3 wins. Don't.
Or-
Why are they even playing these games?
As Chris Russo says it, Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore.
You ever hear Chris Russo?
Jeez.
I'm going down to Baltimore, and he spits all over his mic when he says, "You got Baltimore."
Yeah, I don't know how I just can't talk for nothing. I don't know how he has a show.
I don't. He's just a loud, whiny, but I like to watch him on high heat. It's pretty funny.
Well, he made his bones with Mike, right? Francesa. They worked well together. They hated each other, I guess, up to a
Francesa
point.
wants,
But
that 30 for 30 was pretty good.
couldn't stand
But now
Francesa.
Francesa wants he didn't say partner. He just wants he might be okay adding somebody to the show.
oh, now he wants. Yeah, okay. What a douche.
Oh,
That's because he can't stay awake by himself.
hey,
Yeah.
hey, Tim. This is
Crack helps.
Mike Francesa, and I'm best friends with Bill Parcells. And yesterday, when I woke up in the morning, I turned over and I said, "Hey, Bill, what do you think about the Yankees?"
That's a rather harsh statement there.
Oh, hold on, I'm Mike Francesa. Oh, I'm doing a show. Sorry.
By the way, I think you should talk about what Mike Francesa had to say about Thor.
Screw Thor. I mean,
Whoa!
what? No.
Oh.
I was to say screw Francesa.
How dare you.
Holy crap!
Yeah, so Francesa was saying that Thor is annoying. Mets management is tired of him. He's a prima donna and all these other things and he's now in a Matt Harvey like capacity.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, no, it's I tagged him to our Put It in the Books Twitter account and told him, why don't you retire or go back to sleep at the mic? Yeah.
I'm sure he's going to listen.
He probably completely ignored me, but just like Van Wagenen ignored the 37 times I tagged him the last 3 days to sign deGrom. But I'm sure he saw it and was like, these guys are freaking annoying.
When the sheriff knocks on your door, you'll know Van Wagenen didn't ignore you.
Oh, I'm sure I was not the worst. We're talking about Met fans. I'm sure somebody probably had some kind of
camped out in front of his house, right?
Yeah, or some kind of,
or he listened to you
or he listened to me.
and they got tacos.
Put that in the books. Taquitos as well.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
They
And 7-Eleven tacos.
They went and got 7-Eleven
Disgusting.
tacos during the 9-hour negotiations, and they got a deal over 7-Eleven tacos.
So Tim, from Yankees side of things, what's your
David
take? What's your take on
Wow.
the DeGrom signing?
Thank God we got David right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why people considering it a bad signing. I don't understand that. I think it's a great signing. It's a phenomenal signing, actually.
Is that what they're saying in New York? Because down here that
Well,
we.
there's always that question mark because of the Wilpons and how afraid they are to spend money now all of a sudden.
Well,
And this thing might be a bad deal because he's over 30 already, right?
he's 30.
He's 30?
He'll turn 36 at the end of the year of his last year on the contract.
With the way he's pitching, that's an easy contract.
Let's remember, right? This guy hasn't pitched since he was 9 years old, 10 years old in little leagues. He hardly even pitched. He didn't even pitch in college. Then we drafted him as a shortstop who did some pitching in college. So he did pitch in college, excuse me, but he pitched minimally, and he also played shortstop. So when we drafted him, he wasn't a full pitcher. After the first year, he had to go get Tommy John surgery. So basically, this day and age, we consider that he got that part out of the way. Then he went ahead and
Go ahead, get that Tommy John out of the way.
yeah, then he went ahead and pitched less than 200 innings. I think last year was the first time he ever pitched 200 innings. So he doesn't have the wear and tear that some of these other guys have. And it is completely possible that somebody takes care of himself enough that look at Scherzer. Scherzer's going to be 35 this year. The guy's still Verlander. Yeah.
Verlander just got a new contract, right? At 36.
At 36, just got a 2-year, $66 million deal.
Yeah. So, and if you look at the way his delivery, it's very smooth. His mechanics are very smooth. So all signs point to he will remain healthy. All signs point to not much wear and tear, and even more that it's a good signing, like you said. I agree. All of that just to tell you I agree.
There's always that one group that you have, 5 years, 30 years old already, blah, blah, blah. I mean, give me a break. You look at the guy he did last year, run support. I think he'll get more run support this year. You got a better bullpen this year.
Much better. How many games did we blow of his last year in the bullpen? It was more than 10.
They blew a lot, but
it was like 11 or something. The ERA, the bullpen for the
bullpen ERA. What did I just say? The bullpen ERA in his losses was over 11.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. So
and that's ridiculous.
That's insane.
Right. So come on.
Wow.
But at the same token, if they didn't sign him and the season started tomorrow, all year long, you'd have the Mets should have ponied up and signed the man, and then he leaves and see what happens.
The only reason that everyone is kind of hesitant on this deal is because of the bad luck the Mets have had with long deals.
Well, yeah.
Every time we sign someone, they end up getting hurt.
Yeah, we kind of touched on that early. And it turned two sore heels. We've had some
Jason
bad.
Bay.
It's not. It hasn't always been that way.
You have to say it.
Look at the
Johan
Beltran signing. That was an amazing signing. The guy had 1 year. He was injured a little bit, but he performed the heck out of that contract.
That was really good.
That's one of the best that we've had. Maybe
Piazza.
the best deal we've ever had.
Piazza
was a great deal.
Best deals ever, I think.
Yeah. For the Mets,
For the Mets, yeah.
For
I mean,
sure.
obviously, you go back to like the Keith Hernandez trade, things like that, impactful. But as far as long-term deals, are the two best. And I think this might end up being the third best. And
We're
ironically, we signed him to $137.5 million, same as Metspidis, $500,000 less than the captain. So the captain remains still the largest contract the Mets ever signed at $138 million.
Boom.
Yeah. And so
And the captain probably, he orchestrated part of this. And
I think he had to say that.
You bastard. You better not sign a bigger deal than me.
No.
You think the captain's
No,
that guy? Nope.
Absolutely not.
Not even even close.
But the one thing I don't like about it is they deferred $53 million of the thing. So but
Well, there's an opt out, right? In 2020
opt-out.
or 2022, I think.
Yep.
One of those. There's an opt out for both the player and the team.
in 5 years. After the 5th year, there's a 6-year club option.
Mhm.
But the $53 million deferred is without interest. How amazing is that? So we're not gonna have another Bonilla situation where we're paying him for 50 years because everything's interest on top of interest on top of
It's
interest.
ridiculous that we're paying that douche.
Yeah.
Good deal for you, Bonilla.
Well, hey, Tim, you got any plans to watch the game? What are your opening day plans?
Well, I got shiced by somebody. I was supposed to go tomorrow, and I went. I told my job I'm taking off, and then I got the ticket taken away from me. So now I'm just going to go to work and watch it there.
Shysted.
Who took
I
the
got
tickets away
shysted,
from you?
man.
Oh, Keith's not happy right now.
Yeah, who took the tickets away
Keith's
from
got
you?
an angry face.
It's a friend of mine. He's like, "Oh, I got a ticket. You want to go?" I was like, "Yeah, of course I want to go. I'll go." And told my boss, Thursday I'm not going to be able to come in. And they're like, "Oh, well, my girlfriend can go, and now she has to go." And I was like, "Well, I already took off."
What a
ass comes before bros.
what a
I'll go
douche.
watch it after I show, but I'll go watch it on ESPN. I don't give a crap. They'll have it on in there. I'll just walk around pretending I'm
Well,
doing something.
if you're for all of you and
Count that as a
T-Mobile
win, Tim. It's
customers
easy.
out there, you guys have another 3 or 4 days. Go onto your T-Mobile Tuesdays app and you get the free year of MLB at Bat app and free year of MLB.TV.
Punto.
But you don't need that because you're in New York.
Come.
So, but
Come.
down here in Florida, when you're a misplaced Met fan like us three are, we get to watch all the games on MLB TV. Except when they play the Stinky Fish, and I got to hear that terrible.
Then you got to try and sync up the radio
good Lord,
to
you
the
gotta-
video.
Yeah, because you don't want to hear their voices.
No, they're terrible.
Just such. My keyword today is
But,
douche.
actually, it's
They're douches.
They're
who
douches.
does
They worship
does-
the Braves.
Preston Wilson.
No, you know what, Timmy? You're right. They're not worse than the Braves. The Braves are worse than the
Yeah.
Marlin announcers.
Yeah.
but
they
Tim, who does the? I don't know if he does play-by-play or color or just a post-game show. Your boy Jeff Nelson.
Oh my God.
Really?
Yep, he does the.
Wow, that's weird.
For the Marlins, right?
Well,
It
yeah.
Yeah.
He must have some kind of.
I thought he was dead.
Wow.
What?
He is
No, it's an
actually.
old-timers game.
Him and Warner Wolf. They were taking signs
Yeah.
down. They got hit by a car. He must have some kind of skin disease. It's almost shocking sometimes when you see him on the pregame because he's got like these spots.
Blotch. He's got like all these
it's-
blotches and stuff and
Yeah.
craters. He's like the Grand Canyon.
I don't remember him having that during his playing days.
I saw him at old timers. I don't remember the blotches.
Yeah, on TV it stands out a lot.
I think that was only that one video because I keep going back to it, looking at him with his blotches.
It's
Just
weird,
kinda
right?
fun.
Freaks me
He
out.
was a really good pitcher, though.
Jeff Nelson was a
I
good
don't
relief
realize that,
pitcher.
but the Braves announcers are like they're just NyQuil. They put you completely to sleep.
They are
It's
TBS.
probably the worst group I ever saw.
They're really bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's right. The Mets game where they played the Braves just recently, and we were listening. We had to listen to their announcers.
Yeah, I know.
They were boring as all heck.
Yeah, they're terrible.
They weren't mean or anything like that. They were kind of okay. They were factual, but
Well,
it's a snooze fest.
the Marlins are their announcers are real homers. Like they take digs at the Mets every chance they get. That's why they piss me off. When you listen to the Mets announcers, they're pretty straightforward. Gary, Keith, and Ronnie. They will. If the Mets do something stupid, they'll bash the Mets too. Like, what the hell is he doing?
Award-winning team.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yep. It was all that I could do to not go into the TV room and just kind of like tap Keith on the shoulder.
Yeah, and get
Not you,
escorted
Keith,
out.
but Keith Hernandez.
Oh yeah.
I should have just gone in there and sat down and said, "Hey, can I get a headset?" I'll do a little. Gary's not here, and I know I can do better than Wayne.
Oh my God!
Was it Randazzo? that
No,
was there?
not no, no,
No.
no, no.
No, no.
I like the new
No.
flag, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Number
Hope you
one.
guys are enjoying the new setup, Tim. I know you complimented a little bit earlier.
Number 2. After the show, remind me. We got to talk about covering some Florida Coast League games.
Oh, I'm so down.
down.
Yeah.
I'm so ready. Fat man, get ready. We're gonna be taking you around Florida.
Yeah.
You sleep in the back.
Yeah, so we are going to officially cover some of the Mets minor league games and other games too, but probably mostly Mets minor league games, Tim, and for all of you out there.
Yeah, take a look
So-
at Ronnie Mauricio, Andres Jimenez, and see what's
Yep.
up.
So you'll see some live footage, coverage, photos, and things like that coming at the Put It in the Books media. Go ahead, you give the addresses, Twitter.
He knows. I don't know all of them. I just know the Put It in the Book show, the PIITB show.
You're the one that started that.
Double ITB show on Instagram and Twitter, and the Put It in the
Twitter.
Book show by CineSportsTalk
Twitch.
on Facebook.
We're on Twitch now. We're
We're
on
on-
TikTok.
TikTok. Well, we're not on Twitch anymore because
Oh, we're not on Twitch anymore.
I put the kibosh on that.
We're kiboshing.
This is stuff. This is growing pains because we're growing. We
I never liked that show.
You didn't like the show? Did you like the
No.
show?
I did.
I didn't like it. I was a grown man by then.
TikTok.
TikTok.
You make the crazy little videos, like send them out. Which
Yeah.
I do that on occasion, even though I'm 43 years old.
I do
There you
enjoy
go.
those, Tim. I do enjoy those. I used to do a lot of that. There was an older
Dub smash.
dub smash.
Dub Smash, yeah.
My God, I used to do that all the time. I used to just boredom kicks in, and you just start looking at different different sounds that they have, and you just do it. And
That's your excuse for this too.
Yeah.
and you get a kick out of it.
That's true, Tim. Because every
I was
time I saw one
bored.
of your videos, you were always in an elevator.
I always run the elevator. It just gets incredibly bored in there. So I was like, all right, let me do this.
Elevator man.
Did you guys, I know you have to do your picks, but did you guys check out Sports Illustrated by any chance?
No, who's on it?
Oh no, I'm just saying they picked the Mets to finish third, and they're buying into the Phillies Kool-Aid.
Okay,
Wow.
so predictions.
I should say the Bryce Harper Kool-Aid, I should say.
And I'm not going to get upset at that because Sports Illustrated is an old, washed up, worn out publication.
But he's
they
not
should
upset.
just close the doors already. But
Not upset at all.
Not upset at all.
Sports Illustrated sucks.
Fuakata them.
Oh yeah, maybe that'll be my Fakata today.
Maybe.
I haven't made up my mind who gets
Think
the
about
Fakata.
it.
So, but if you look at all the predictions in baseball anywhere, whether it be the MLB Network, ESPN,
All right.
across the board, NL East, almost nobody has the solid prediction. A lot of people picking Mets first. A lot of people picking. Some people even pick Washington fourth.
Number one.
I don't know how you put Washington fourth, but you know,
They had Philly, Washington, to the Mets, which I was like, I don't even see that. I don't know how you possibly see that.
I think it's going to be a certain order that you'll find out at the end of the show. Yeah, we're going to do our picks later. I don't
It's a
want to give it all
tease.
the way yet.
He's such a
But
tease.
I do think that that is incorrect. I will say that.
It's not correct at all.
And I do see the Phillies not doing well. I don't think the Phillies are that great. They're a really good team. They got JT Realmuto, Harper, as much as he's a douche, hair flipping douche. He's a good douche. And then they have Aaron Nola, and then Areola, and then who's next? Yeah, who's pitching after that? What about their bullpen? What's their bullpen look like?
They don't care. They're playing in a small ballpark, and they think their offense is going to carry them.
And they'll get some
That's what
wins.
people are
but-
picking. And two stud starters.
Mets learned a lesson last
Yeah,
year, right? What happens when your
taking-
bullpen sucks?
Taking away our fandom for the Metropolitans,
Mm-hmm.
the Mets, Phillies, Nats, and Braves are kind of interchangeable.
Right.
I feel like they're all going to be very and
Competitive.
I'm not going to give away what our
agree.
predictions are, but I think that they're all going to be kind of bunched up with the Marlins just fading quickly, and then there's a couple different things.
The
Whoever
Marlins can
stays-
screw us.
by playing.
They got a lot of
by
young.
playing well against
They got
us.
some.
They
really
can
young,
really
good talent.
they can really screw the division up.
See, but I don't think we're that team. I think we just have a different swagger about us right now. I don't think we're that team that's gonna let those kind of games just go. Like
Starts at
they
the
used to.
top now. Our swagger, starting with Van Wagen it.
Yeah, it
He's
does.
creating that swagger for us, and the team is following through with it, and they're actually believing the hype. If you believe the hype, it's halfway there.
How are they feeling about Van Wagening up there in New York, Tim? What's the vibe like? People digging him? People thinking he's too loud or what?
A little bit of both. The Mets fans are definitely on board. But everyone else, I don't know. I haven't heard anything bad about him. But, the only thing I've heard bad about, again, the DeGrom contract was, you get 50-50. Great signing, bad signing. I think it's a great signing.
I don't see where you go bad with that signing. That's an.
Well, if you didn't sign anyone based on, they might get hurt, then no one's getting signed.
Yeah.
No one will get signed. You're right. Ever.
And
everybody will be a 1-year deal.
One thing I'll say about Brody is
exactly 1-2 years. That's it. And then there'll be no loyalty. No one's going to keep re-signing with one team. Forget it.
Brody set a precedence when he came in and said, "I'm going to rebuild and win. We're going to win now and continue building for the future.
We're going to win now. We're going to win in the future."
Yeah, and he also said that, and I'm not sure if he used these words, and I'm using.
You're paraphrasing.
These will sound familiar to you guys. He said he's going to pay players based on meritocracy. See, that's an inside joke. But he did. He said he's going to pay players based on meritocracy. So, meritocracy. So when you look at DeGrom, he was paid based on his performance. So to me, that just tells everybody else, step it up. You'll get a contract. Step it up. You'll get a payday.
Much.
And Wheeler's up. Honestly, that's a whole other subject. I think we need to lock Wheeler down. I think if this guy comes out and he starts right now, we can probably get him on a cheap. You can't
lock him down.
We can probably get him on a cheap right now. Get a good 3 years contract, something like that.
You got to be smart. You can't lock him down. He's got to pitch half the season. At least get to the All-Star break and see where he's at.
He said he's willing to sign an in-season contract. He's willing
just
to
about
negotiate.
To ask you that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wheeler said, "I'm willing to negotiate throughout the season."
He should. The Mets have bent over backwards for him. I mean, they put up a lot. Being hurt, getting sent down, not concentrating, not being the right, not being the guy that they need him to be. See, last half of the season, he was good.
This is the topic jumping and adding the other 75 topics that Steve mentioned before. Because I'll talk about Dallas Keuchel real quick too.
Can we talk about how we met? We met Dwight Gooden.
Yes. Tim, did you see the pictures? What is that? Oh, that's the fan, probably.
Yeah.
Tim, did you see the pictures with Farace and I with Dr. K?
Yes, I did. And I was going to comment on it, but I was like, no, I'll let him have it. I'll let you have it.
Why? What are you going to comment?
He was going to say something cocaine-ish.
No.
He looked good.
I said, I try to keep the Yankee locked in for you guys. I try to keep it bottled up as much as possible for you guys.
Well,
I was going to say, hey, that's a great picture with 1996 world champion pitching Doc Gooden.
And a no-hitter with the Yanks, too. But he's still a Met.
Exactly.
He comes back to the Mets. Look.
Rodriguez
Rodriguez is a little upset with us, and we'll tell you why. Maybe we won't.
Yeah, tell the story.
Because he didn't get to meet. I'm supposed he didn't get to meet Doc Gooden.
No, he didn't. And the minute we did it, I said, Farace, I looked at, we're gonna send this to Rodriguez. He's gonna be pissed. But we got there. We got to the game early. It was a 12-10 start. We got there probably about 20 after 11 or so. And I drove up with my dad, and Farace and came. Just so happened, like right at the same time, we met at the gate. Went inside. We were going over by the, if you're familiar with First Data Field, Mets, where the Mets play the spring training games. They have a picnic area over by the Tiki Bar. We were heading that way. We turned the corner, and boom, there's Doc. And Farace and I were like, "Whoa!" That's why. So we were just like enchanted. We were like enchanted. We were staring at him. Even the way he was gripping the ball, Steve and I were like pointing, like, "Look, he grabs the ball with a fastball grip, and he looks for the seam before he signs it. It's amazing." I felt like he should have just went out there and started pitching. So eventually Steve and I kicked all the little kids out of the way. We did a DDT to some little 12-year-old trying to get in our way, and grabbed Doc, put our arms around him. I passed the phone to my dad. I said, "Take a picture, take a picture." and
that's where your father paparazzi'd me.
Oh well.
First of all, hold on. Before we go any further with that, I have not seen the entire picture.
Oh, I'll send you the entire picture
because I want to see what your eyes are looking like.
I had a big smile on my face and I was looking the other way, but
I had the lovey-dovey eyes. I get it.
I'll send you the full picture. But
he was stroking him.
Steve was like, we wanted to grab my dad so he could take the picture for us, and Steve goes, "Where'd Dad go?" And I was like, "I don't know, but knowing him, he's probably up to something." And he was. My father's on the other side, snapping pictures of us, staring at Doc Gooden like little kids, like, "Oh my god." But yeah,
and then as I was walking away, Doc stepped on my right foot, and he pats me on the shoulder and he says, "Oh, I'm sorry." I said, "That's all right. You could step on whatever you want. You're all good."
So, as Steve still has not washed that foot to this day,
or the shoulder,
or the shoulder.
People turn you into a child,
right?
No, it's true. So, that's our story.
And
right?
then we spoke about Dwight Gooden's career for like the next 30 minutes and how he was a great hitter. And
so the reason why Rodriguez wasn't there is he misread the game time. He's so mad. Look at him. He misread the game time. The game time was 12:10, which is an unusual start. They usually start at 1:10, 1:30, whatever it is.
But because of the travel schedule and that they were taking a train up to wherever,
to the plane,
and Thor wasn't too happy about that.
Yeah, so and that was a little wham. Come on, get over. You make millions of dollars. Just take the damn plane and shut up. But
Rodriguez, that hurt. So that really hurt. You guys don't even understand.
So Rodriguez wasn't there, and when we sent to the pictures of us, buddy with Doc. If you guys look at our Twitter account, Facebook page, scroll down, those pictures are up there. I can refresh them again. Even the picture with Steve having lovey-dovey eyes at Doc is up there.
And then Ralph Lenardic from CineSportsTalk.com doctored the photo and put like pink hearts around my head. And
I didn't see that.
Really? You didn't see it?
No, it's on. Is it on?
Yeah, that's a good picture.
It's well deserved.
Tim saw it. It's just like,
maybe I did see it.
It's just ridiculous.
Maybe I blocked it out.
Some people turn grown men into little children. It just happens.
Yeah.
Little girl.
It made it even better.
Yeah, he always comes across douchey in his interviews, but I heard he's not. I heard he's a cool guy.
No,
I'm gonna meet Dwight Gooden, and I'm gonna take a picture by myself.
Yeah, I got his number.
I think you should.
With you guys.
I got his number.
Teach you a lesson.
No, because he said he was gonna give me some.
Make it worse. Just make it worse.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Did he look clean?
Make it worse.
I'm not trying to be a dick, but did he look?
Yeah, he looked good.
How did he look?
He looked good.
Yeah. Because after that 30 for 30, you were like, "Whoa, he's still screwed up."
No, he had a little. He did not look in shape.
His skankiness comes through no matter what. Sometimes
I'll say that he did not.
I feel bad for the guy too. That was a great episode.
He did not look in shape.
But, it was a sad episode. He looked like he was cracking up. I think.
Doc, if you're watching, I love you just the way you are.
We love you.
Don't change.
Oh, P.S. That the Goodfellas diner where they met burned down. By the way, a little New York trivia for you.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
Doc, watch the show.
We go there after late
Steve
nights.
Rodriguez is waiting for you
for our bacon, eggs, and toast.
Come see me,
bacon
Doc.
and cheese.
Are we off
cheese
Facebook
on a
again?
roll.
Facebook dump us again?
I don't know what's going on Facebook tonight.
What's going on?
Facebook doesn't like us tonight for some reason.
So, anyway, watch us on YouTube because that seems to be the one that's working the most. Everybody, inverted YouTube,
inverted atomic drop. What's K?
Oh, Tim, you're officially joining the show.
Yep, you're on. There you go. Tim has joined.
You put my picture up?
Yeah.
You're covering up Kevin McReynolds.
That's okay then.
All right.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the story of Dwight Gooden, and that's the story of why Rodriguez is mad at us.
Sorry, Rodriguez.
pretty funny story beyond that though.
I'm
So
mad.
I posted it up on Twitter right away, and I tagged Hojo, and I tagged Doc, and they both responded, and Hojo even retweeted our picture. So
He did. Hojo loves us.
why are you staring at me? That was weird.
I was looking at my watch, and then you just happened to look at me, and I looked up. It's a weird connection.
It really was. Felt awkward. I was like, what just happened?
You know what? I just realized I can't
Happens
do
all the time. Creepers.
closely anymore.
Oh. No. I'm not gonna do
No,
it.
but Howard Johnson, he follows us and he likes some of our stuff.
He does.
He's a good guy. Love that guy.
Me too.
Hojo.
He was
I
my
love
favorite. He
Hojo.
was my favorite player as a kid. Hojo.
Switch hitting third baseman.
Between him and Darryl, because that Darryl batting stance,
Holmes.
every Met fan tried to imitate that back in those days.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah, and then he became a skank, and then he came back home where he belongs with the Mets. What is he worrying about?
Holmes.
John Holmes.
He came back home. Holmes.
Yeah, what did that mean?
I think that's just what he called him.
That is your home. You're
Maybe.
too good to be in your home.
Maybe. Go home, ball.
That's on Hulu, I think, right
You
now.
eat pieces of
I
shit
love
for
that
breakfast.
movie.
Madison. All right, let's get back
Back on track.
back on target here.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
I don't.
That's what he said to Shooter McGavin. I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. You
Let's-
eat shit for breakfast?
Yes. Tim, enjoy opening day tomorrow, buddy.
You two guys, good luck tomorrow.
Hey,
and,
good luck, Timmy.
Here's
I'll hit you guys up next week.
let's say something nice as we close out with Tim. Let's hope for both New York teams to be 1-0 after tomorrow.
How about 3-0?
Dude, they're gonna be 3-0. Why you gotta hope that? They're playing the Orioles. Major League could have had them play the
Yeah, but
Canarsie
it's
Chiefs.
always
The Chiefs. No. We could beat
Almost.
We could have beat the Orioles.
You could beat the Orioles.
We could have beaten the Orioles.
Is that not a hockey
Chiefs.
team, the Chiefs? You never seen Slapshot?
Oh yeah, Slapshot.
Timmy, good luck. Good luck with your team, brother.
All right.
Want to see you in the series, man. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Tim, be good, brother.
You guys, have a good one.
You too, man.
Good luck in hell.
So,
Brian Home sucks.
Pete Alonso, what do you think? You think that the Mets made a good choice by not putting him down for 2 weeks for the service agreement thing? You think that because Brody put forth this thing where he wants to go ahead and say we're a player first oriented type of team, so therefore going the service time manipulation.
That means he just proved it, right?
Right. That's
Yeah.
what I think he's making a bold statement by doing that.
But I also think he started a trend because you got Fernando Tatis Jr., who
He
was
made the team.
not expected
Yeah.
at all. Not for a while, and he made the team.
He's on what's the Padres? I
Yeah.
think?
Diego
Padres.
Padres.
Tatis Jr. also made the
Well,
team.
He's a superstar, supposed talent
But
coming up. He's a very
Guess who
good
is manipulating
player.
the service time
who?
agreement thing? Toronto.
What with Vlad?
Yeah.
But was he still hurt?
Vlad's fat ass is hurt. That he
think he
didn't
was-
have to. They would have brought him up if he was hitting. He's hurt. If he loses another 60 pounds, maybe he won't get
It's
hurt.
not his back, is it? Like his father? His father was amazing, man. But once his back started going back and forth, and
Yeah, but he was already
Went out the
old.
cut-
He was
yeah.
already in his 30s, mid 30s. But Vlad's just a young kid.
I've had it with Facebook. I'm done.
Okay,
Done.
did it again.
Yeah, done with it.
done.
Done with it.
Facebook.
Screw you, Facebook.
Screw you, Facebook.
But we love you. We'll see you.
We love you. We'll see you next week.
Monday.
Yeah, we'll fix it.
So then it comes the next question, right? And I think this was your question, wasn't it, Rodriguez?
Okay.
Is he a Roy candidate this year? Rookie of the year.
Pete Alonso, if he plays full-time first base and doesn't get hurt, he is definitely a Rookie of the Year candidate.
Yeah, I agree.
He may not hit high for average. He may hit. I would love for him to hit 260, 270, but his power, he's gonna
If he
Oh,
could
yeah.
hit
He's gonna-
260.
he's gonna hit 25
That's
home
exactly
runs.
what I was doing.
Oh, okay,
Good. I
He'll
don't have to
hit
do it.
25 home runs.
No, do it. I didn't do it.
I'm going.
Good job.
How many home runs did you say he's gonna hit?
Would you call me?
25 if he plays the full year. Minimum.
I say, I think he may get into the 30 category.
This
Yeah.
is the major leagues.
I know.
Give the kid a minute to be great.
Okay.
Don't push him into it. Don't expect 30 home runs out
It
of
wouldn't
him.
be the first time a player came out of rookie year,
And it
into
won't
his
be the
rookie year.
first time that a player flops. So I think he
Right.
needs to learn the league a little bit, because once the major league pitchers figure him out, he's gonna have to start trying to figure them out. And that's a learning process. So that I'm being conservative with 25. I really think he has 35 to 40 home run power, especially when he gets to the majors and these guys are throwing 95. Every single guy's throwing 95, and he check swings a foul ball. He check swings a ball and hits it out of right field. I mean, come on, the kid is tremendous power, man.
Yeah, he really. It's
Once it
amazing.
gets figured out,
But
I'm hoping he
the
does.
triple that he hit on Sunday
Oh, that was scary.
to right center field,
Diving into third.
and then diving in the third. Just,
Whoa,
Well,
come on.
That was the
Little
first
concerned.
time that I went to a game this year in the spring. He did not hit a home run. He missed it by probably a foot and a half.
It's a shot. That's the power, man. That power plays. Imagine him in Philly.
You fed me, Pete.
He's a loser. Cut him.
I tagged him on Twitter today, and I said I want to see.
Send it to the minors.
should we do
I
that?
told him I
Let's trade him.
want to see Alonso.
trade him.
I want to see Alonso go yard against Scherzer.
He may.
He may.
He may.
If he can connect on a Scherzer fastball, the ball's going to go 500 feet.
It'll go out of the stadium.
500 feet.
It'll go out of the stadium if he hits the Scherzer fast. But Scherzer has great movement on his pitches, all of them, even the fastballs. That's just the way he throws. You know, he's got like a 3/4 type of type of throwing motion,
And he's got two
and
different
everything
color
just
eyes.
moves. And that's what messes you up.
Yeah.
You
You
look,
into the eyes.
you look into
of
the
pitcher.
eyes, and he mesmerizes you. Oh, did I say mesmerized?
Mets mesmerized.
Mesmerized? No. I don't
Oh,
know.
something in my eye
I
there.
don't know.
Uh,
He looks. You know what Scherzer looks like? Scherzer looks like a drug addict. He looks like a junkie. I wish. What about that guy that's on Mets Junkies? Maybe he should be on that team.
Jem.
Oh,
guys, listen.
guys.
Listen to this.
That's what my
Tomorrow's opening day.
kid says. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Tomorrow's opening
Kramer
day.
time, Kramer time. Do it.
Please do it.
Do it.
Do whatever it is that you're about to do.
He's hulking out.
I don't know what to do. I'm so excited. Let's go Mets. Let's go Mets. Let's go Mets. I have so much energy because the Mets are opening up tomorrow. I'm going to be. Yes. I don't know what to do. I have it's such a burst of energy. Like I don't know what to do. I feel like my dog when I come home and he runs around the couch 37 times. I don't know what to do. I want to run around the table 37 times. Open the day. Oh my god!
No,
it's
the
open
last
day,
time
open
you
day.
got up once, you almost knocked the whole table down. Don't.
Yeah, that wasn't my fault. That was Farace's fault.
Don't
That
run
was my
around.
fault.
Yeah.
Let's get into the Mets moment of the week real quick.
Oh, let's do that.
Let's do that.
Get out of here, skanky.
Brought to you by me this week. It's my turn this week.
We love you, Tim.
And
Every time Farace says something, I'm gonna sigh, so I could just ruin all this.
why would you do that?
To ruin your energy?
It's opening day, Keith. All right, so I picked this moment because
Protesting again.
why did you do that several times a show?
I don't know.
I picked this moment because I feel that this guy is going to be our MVP this year for
Really?
the Metropolitans.
Really? I don't even know the moment.
You don't know the moment.
Let me say how wrong you are after you
but
play it.
Here it is.
2016. Conforto gets one into right. Down the line. It is gone. Home run for the rookie.
Interesting.
The Mets lead 1-0 in game 4 here in the third. Terry Collins is stuck with the kid. He hadn't gone deep since game 2 of the division series. And he just launched one down the line here in right. Only question, would it stay fair? It did, and the Mets strike first. Fastball up ambush.
He probably does the crossword puzzle on 8-2. Well, that swing by Michael Conforto, you didn't see 2 years ago. That ball he shoots to left field. That's the one thing that he and Kevin Long have really worked hard on, is him being able to pull that pitch.
2-2 pitch. Fly ball into right. Will this carry? He has got another. Conforto. 3-1. With that, Michael Conforto, Tom, is the second Met to hit 2 home runs in one World Series game. Gary Carter, the other.
See that extension? Just special swing that kid has.
There at the tail end, they talked about how special Conforto's swing is. And
Just like mine.
yes. And that is why I chose that moment, because I've said this a couple times on the show. I feel like Conforto is going to have a breakout 285 or 280, 35, and 100 this year.
I can definitely see that. I think the Mets.
He's just got a sweet stroke, and he's got the power to the opposite field that we haven't seen from a lefty in a while. And he's got the pop to right, where we've
He
seen
has
time
power
and time
to all. He
again.
has power to all fields.
Right, where he's hit into the upper deck.
That
and,
makes him a complete
right
hitter.
field. Right.
I agree. I damn it.
He hits to left. He breaks the shift. Oh, by the way,
I hope he tries to
Right.
do that this year.
but well, he broke his bat bunting for a base hit on
Good
Sunday
God.
afternoon.
Yes.
Against the shift. We also saw it was McNeil who was on first base, and Cano was up, and he hit a ball up the middle that the guy had a dive to get. He caught the ball, but it was enough out of the way of the shift that Cano was going to be safe. And oh, by the way, McNeil's hustle, he went first to third on an infield single.
We are manipulating the opportunities given to us by the shift, and that's the site. And I don't see why. I think that a lot of that has to do with Chili Davis. I think a lot of it has to do also with Van Wagenen saying every run counts.
Play baseball.
Right.
Play the game. They're giving you a base hit, Keith. How could these guys be so idiotic to not even try?
I don't know. It makes no sense.
That's just so pompous of them. I'm such a great hitter that I'm going to beat the 6 guys that are on the side where I hit the ball all the time.
And this year, if you look,
It's ridiculous.
You're going to start seeing more of that fourth outfielder crap when people like Bryce Harper come up and Aaron Judge. And
you know what? To be honest, that fourth outfielder thing for like a Bryce might not be too bad once in a blue moon, depending on the pitcher.
Bryce is really a one-dimensional hitter. I don't see what the huge. I mean, he's a good ball player, top 15 in the game for sure. But top 15, he's not top 3. He's not top 5.
But should
I'm sorry.
So
he's
a stud, though. He can, if he gets on a tear, he puts up numbers, and that's
2015.
And no
the
matter
Mets,
how he
does.
puts up numbers, no matter how he does
kills
it, he
us.
does it. You know, he's a stud player, so you gotta adjust to him. Now, if you put the shift on him, and he's still arrogant enough to try and beat it, good for us. You know, with his speed and his ability, he's like a 19-year-old phenom when he came up. Remember, he's been playing for a long time already.
Yeah.
He's a big-time veteran and only 27 years old. So if he's smart enough to beat the shift,
how funny would it be his first year, $300 million contract? He bats 230. It's possible.
He's hit 240.
Anything's
before.
possible. If he hits 240 with 38 home runs, it's a pretty good contract still.
Nah.
No,
Hold on.
38 home runs and he
240.
drives in 100 RBIs. Contract is
Yeah, I
good.
guess
Well,
because he'll also.
I mean,
probably
no
have 100
contract is
walks.
really good for that amount of money.
Yeah,
Let's
right.
be real.
Right.
But in today's game,
And
gotta take it.
let's be honest, the guy who deserved the biggest contract in all of baseball got it.
sure, he did.
Trout.
And I'm sure
The best player in baseball.
Bryce was in the corner somewhere sobbing because not only did he out earn him, but he also proclaimed the week before, of course I'm going to try and get Trout here. And a week later, he signs a 10-year contract. 12-year contract.
12-year contract.
Well, that's what can you do about that? I mean, of
But
course
he's got a big mouth.
Well,
this is the reason why
what
I
would
can't
you
stand
say?
him.
No, I don't want Trout here because I'm better than him.
And it's also
is that what he's supposed to say?
the Boris factor. I hate Scott. I think Scott Boris is one of the worst things that happened in baseball since Steinbrenner. I think he's terrible. He's a poison. And if you look at the trend around the league, like I was saying before about Dallas Keuchel, well, the video was playing, so none of you heard this. But Dallas Keuchel probably is not signed with a team because he has Scott Boris, and Scott Boris is probably telling him, "Sit tight. I'm on your side. Get me the best
Let me ask
deal."
you a question.
And he's probably over asking.
Don't get scared. I'm not gonna touch you. I'm just relaxed. I'm having a conversation with a friend. Don't get upset. What's an agent supposed to do for the player?
The best.
Get him the most money, the best contract he can. Now, that's right. Right now, who says no to him?
He's not
the
wrong.
owners.
That's what's happening.
Okay, the owners are not saying no.
Yes, they are. Unless your name is
But no,
Bryce
listen
Harper
to me.
or
You
something
hate
like that.
My point is, you're saying Boris has destroyed the game and done all these things, damaged the game because he's getting the players all this money, blah, blah, blah. If the owners don't say yes to it, he can't do it no matter what. The guys are going to sit out for the year. They're not going to sit out for years and years of their life. They're going to cut Boris and get rid of him. But the owners are culpable in this.
You know what's
There's
going to happen?
So
He's-
much
he's
money
gonna
out
end
there.
up signing a 1-year deal. Okay.
Great.
He's going to have to. The guy is not going to want to be unemployed for the season.
Keuchel?
Yeah, he's not going to want to be unemployed.
Isn't Keuchel a thing that you do with the women do? The Keuchel exercises? Isn't that?
I'm not sure
No.
I want to ask you to explain to me
No.
what that is.
You know,
It's the flexing of a muscle.
the flexing of
muscular area.
a vaginal muscle. Pearling, this is for you. Just so you know, some information. Just a lot of information for you. Keuchel it.
Why are you doing this with your thumb then?
I don't know. I've used my thumb around that area before, I guess. I don't know what to say.
Oh my
Look,
God.
This show has taken a downward turn, folks.
should have stopped me.
several times today.
So just stop
It has. But let's talk about opening day.
Yes.
Let's not do that. Let's talk about
Keuchel.
I think we actually kind of did this already with Tim, where we talked about is the CyGrom contract and
we
issue.
did. We kind of covered that.
But clearly for us, we wanted it. We got a little frustrated on was it Monday when they said that deGrom was not confident in it.
In the
he
contract?
commented on
No,
that.
he was not. He didn't. He
Yeah.
wasn't confident that a deal was going to get done before the opening day.
Well, he was wrong, wasn't he?
Yeah. Thankfully.
Well,
Okay.
so I watched the whole, and it's up on SNY. They have the whole breaking report. It's about 40 minutes long. They have the presser, and then they have afterwards some of the reporters having a conversation with deGrom, getting a little more insight with him and Brody as to what happened during the negotiations. And that was specifically asked, well, why did you feel that you were not confident just a few days ago? And he said, he goes, honestly, I've never been through this before. It's probably something I shouldn't have said. And then Fred Wilpon came in and goes, well, to be fair to Jacob, there was some miscommunication between the Mets and CAA. Nobody's fault, not theirs or ours, that we were going to meet on Sunday. When did the deal get announced? Monday, right?
Yesterday.
Yeah. So,
Tuesday.
right. And okay, so he said there was CAA and us were supposed to meet in Florida on Sunday, and all of our lines got crossed. The meeting didn't happen, and that's when Jacob was asked
On Monday, he was asked that
the
he
question.
said it on Monday.
Yeah, so he said that because he didn't understand what was happening. The meeting that was supposed to happen didn't happen. But CAA and the Mets got it back together. They met in Washington, I think it was, or in New York, and worked out the contract. They said they were in the office like 8 hours.
9 hours.
9
And they
hours,
got
yeah.
tacos.
And they got, oh my God, why, Brody, why was 7-Eleven? At least Taco Bell. That's like a step up in the crap area. But
We always bring this show back to food.
We do.
Because we're always hungry for some reason. Always.
So I think that it's understandable, and he's a pretty humble guy, deGrom. So he's like, I shouldn't have said that.
He's
What do you think
super
about his
humble
new
guy.
beard?
I like it.
His new beard thing. What is that?
I always like the beard.
Is he like
Over no beard. No offense.
I'm digging it. Okay.
I don't like beards.
Don't talk to me that way ever again.
Oh, wow. Shh, violence.
I really don't care, dude. Pitch a freaking 1.7 ERA. You can have. Let's go. Let's go. That's not. I feel like that's the episode of Cheers. Remember?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
We will rock you.
I was gonna pick that song. I like that song.
I like the episode where he curves the beer when you think.
Yes, Cheers. Cheers is amazing.
Fall off the wagon.
I hope Cheers never comes off Netflix because when I just feel like watching mindless TV where I don't have to think too much,
It's where everybody knows your name,
and it always gives me a laugh.
Yep.
But there was a bar that we used to go to in Valley Stream that the owner looked like Sam Malone, and we used to I forget the real name of the bar, but we used to call it Maydays.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're going down to Maydays.
And by the way, he had remember the toupee.
The toupee.
So whoa! Spoiler alert.
You're getting a toupee.
No. No. Stop it. No, it was a joke. Oh my god, it's such a failure as a joke.
It really
Spoiler
was.
alert for Cheers.
The Sam Malone has a toupee?
Yeah. Just in case anybody.
How's that a spoiler alert 30 years later?
Because maybe somebody wants to binge watch it and they've never seen it before, and they're young.
Sam Malone has a toupee. Okay, get over it.
Oh my god, you just ruined the whole show.
And
for
Sam
everybody.
does not
I
marry
didn't ruin the whole
Diane
show.
twice.
I hate Diane. God, I hated that.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
so
She was
glad
very
she was
annoying.
off the
She was
show.
annoying.
Christy. Oh. Mm.
Kirstie Alley.
Mm.
Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
That was such a good show.
It was a great show.
And then so
It's a
was
lot of fun.
I always thought like
Frasier.
how can you replace Coach? And then Woody Harrelson came in.
yeah, all right.
And he's just as good.
Just as good. Coach was amazing. Did you ever see the episode where Coach? I don't know how now we're talking about Cheers.
This
But
is
the
what
episode-
happens.
The
This is how
episode
it goes.
where Coach, in order to pick up girls, would throw himself downstairs.
Yes.
And he kept going up to the diner and throw himself down the stairs. That
He got
show-
hit in the head too many times by
Yeah.
baseball.
that sh-
He was like that, coach.
that show's amazing.
That was such a sad episode when he died.
Yeah, it was sad. It was sad.
Thanks. Way to ruin it.
1-800 Fun Buster. Steve Farace.
Hold on. Let me go back.
Call his
Let
number.
me go back to my bit. Every time he says something, I'm just gonna go.
Hey.
Yeah. So
Uh-oh.
speaking of Game of Thrones,
It's that time. Spoiler alert. Anyone who hasn't seen it.
I have
The power. He-Man.
Sword of Thunder. Give me sight beyond sight.
Thundercats.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
I don't know what
What did you do that
happened.
for?
I've seen future episodes.
Wait.
Because it was a sword and tripped me over to Thundercats. Because I like Thundercats better than
Thundercats.
He-Man. But He-Man,
They should
I
make
don't
a
know.
live. They
They're
should
both-
make a live Thundercats, man. I love
I
to see that.
rewatched He-Man recently, and I realized it's a really strange show.
It is a really weird show. I showed my son last year. And I was rewatching on YouTube some of the episodes on
It's
YouTube.
weird.
It's a
You
weird
know what
show.
freaked me out? The guy with the mustache. Didn't he look like he belonged in the Village
Man
People?
at Arms?
He scared the hell out of me sometimes. Man at Arms.
I
And
know
that's
it's
a creepy name too. Man at Arms.
and He-Man with his flowing blonde bob cut.
Uh-huh.
He had a bob cut.
Like medieval times.
Not
Yes.
even like little
Little
I
Lord
don't wanna get into
Fauntleroy.
it. Yeah. Anyway,
I have the power.
This
And
is,
he had a hot girl that he didn't even touch.
Mhm.
What was up with him? Riding around on
She-Ra.
a green cat.
This is the time of the episode where Keith thanks us
Yes, he
for
does.
getting him to watch.
He doesn't want to,
Game of
but he
Thrones.
knows he should.
Yeah, of course you should.
No.
He's not going to.
I haven't progressed. I watched a few more episodes, but it's been a crazy couple weeks, so I haven't really gotten too far. I do plan on watching some heavy-duty Game of Thrones this next few days, but I'm up to season 5, episode 8.
Whoa.
That's nice.
Nice.
our buddy-
Nice.
Our buddy Joe is well past that.
No, he's not.
No.
He's way.
He's
Oh
just.
no,
You're
he's
way
on
past
pace.
him.
He's on pace to get well past me. I'm trying to pace it so I'm done by the time the season starts. So like I don't have that
a gap.
gap.
A gap.
Yeah. But Joe just started watching 2 weeks ago and he told me he's already season 2, episode 8, I think. Or something
Joe
like that.
told me he wants to be just about finished with season 6. Get a couple more episodes in, finish season 6 while 7 is recording, and then just binge watch 7. That's what he told me today.
Yeah, I don't blame him, but I don't think he's gonna be able to do that. I
He's
wanted to do that too.
You can't stop yourself, bro.
Yeah.
Stop.
As soon as it gets crazy,
Can't stop,
what are you
won't
up
stop.
to now? What's the last thing you've seen? Spoiler
Okay.
alert, in case you haven't Joey.
So the young Stark girl is in
Turn it off.
what's the name of that place?
I'm just
She's
telling
getting
people to turn
trained.
it off.
She's getting trained by the face changer.
The young
Ooh.
star girl. Oh.
Yeah, so that's going on
The
right
face
now.
changer.
The face changer.
That dude's a badass.
A man knows what a girl must do.
A lot of things have happened. I don't know off the top of my head, but that's like the main thing to me that I'm really interested in to see what happens with her.
Her
Also,
storyline. It's nice.
Khaleesi threw out the guy from King's Landing. that
Jorah's?
was- Yeah, Jorah's.
Jorah?
Yeah. And he left, and
Yeah.
then he captured the imp, brought the imp back. I'm terrible with the names on this show. Brought the imp back. and-
Everybody's terrible. Most people are terrible. with
Yeah.
the
And
names of
she's still
It's hard.
Then she took the imp's
That's what she
advice and threw him out again.
the show. Mhm.
So
But okay, so you've seen the imp with Khaleesi,
just the first, I don't know like where that relationship.
but you've seen them meet.
Yes.
How surreal is that? That you've been. For me, it was like, holy crap, they're about to meet.
Yeah.
It brought the two worlds together. It
Right.
brought Westeros and,
Right.
and wherever she's at the moment
Mhm.
Well,
Mhm.
and
together.
the biggest thing about it is too because it's the other than the terrible travel arrangements, it's the first big it's the first big situation for him since killing his father. So the last big thing he did was kill his
On the
father,
pooper.
who was her enemy.
Mhm.
So
Well, how about saving the kingdom?
well that was in season 3?
Yeah, that
that's-
was a big deal too.
that's old
He
news,
saved
yeah.
the kingdom.
Yeah, over
he does
Joffrey.
big things for the little guy.
Oh, so
He does a lot of big things.
Joffrey's still the king where Joe's watching, right? I'm pointing at the screen, but I should be pointing there.
Put in the camera.
Joffrey's still the king, right?
Oh yeah.
Joffrey is
I mean, I gave a little bit away there. I hope he's not watching. I won't tell anymore, but
But we sufficiently said spoiler alert.
yeah, plenty of times.
We said it many times.
well, I told him, I said, the way I told Joe, I said the pace he's going at, we could start talking about Game of Thrones at the top of the show. So he can.
Right. Yeah.
he was
Interest-
he was just like you, worse.
Well, you can watch it.
He didn't want to watch it. He was just being such a headstrong, and now he's sitting there.
What else did he not want to watch?
Who, Joe?
Yeah.
I heard he banned a certain Met show.
Yeah.
Us, baby.
And
he's-
now he
And now he's gonna get his fill of it. He's gonna have to watch it every Monday,
Well,
up close
what I'm
and
gonna-
real.
what I'm going to start doing now that he's watching the show
As
is
per
I'm going to
him.
start posting the link to our show on our other Met page that he created. The one that he created back in 2015.
I just did that.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Yeah. And
Well, tell him.
Well, so here's the thing. I used to do it, and there would be no likes, no nothing, no
Nothing.
Even on the Facebook stuff, like where we would post stuff, and I would share it there. And on Monday, and yesterday when the Mets son deGrom,
he took my
I shared
post,
it, and he took my. No, he took my. I put yes, or maybe he did
my
a couple.
Twitter thing, I think.
Twitter, he did yours, but on Facebook, he shared it and he put yes on there. So now somebody's interacting.
Woo, Joey.
It's good because Joe is a huge Met fan.
Huge.
And huge.
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 Say huge. He's
Huge.
huge.
And if you inject his personality into this group, it'll be fun. So it's a good thing. Finally, Joe.
It's definitely a thing.
I know
It's a great thing.
Joe's not watching because spoiler alert. So I'm just telling you. Finally, bro. Come on.
All right, now let's go. Let's get to opening day. Let's get to tomorrow afternoon, 1:00. Should we share where we're going to be?
Sure. Why
We're
not?
going to be, for those of you watching, and we'll put a post up tomorrow also. For those of you watching, for those of you who are going to be on the Facebook group, and if you're local down here in South Florida, we are going to head out to Sharky's in Coral Springs.
University, excuse me, Wiles and Coral Springs Drive.
And we are going
And
to
Bravo Plaza.
Bravo. I added a syllable there.
A little bit.
It's a little weird.
You double R'd.
Yeah. Bravo. That's better.
Bravo Supermarket.
We will be there, and we will be rooting on our Metsies
Of course.
as
Come on.
only we can. And in what, on paper, you would likely see heading into the 7th inning, maybe a tie game, no score, 1-0, 2-1, something like that.
We hope.
Cy Young versus runner-up.
I have
Winner, loser.
Loser.
score prediction tomorrow.
Same thing is going to hold on. But it's same thing's going to happen in the American League with
I'm not Mike fiving you on that.
Oh, really? That was funny. Same thing that's going to happen in the American League with Snell. Brazil. Rays. Okay, score predictions for tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
He's like that spoiled little kid. You
Keith's-
just got to give it to him.
Keith's topic now. So
Go ahead.
He'll stop talking. All right. So you want to go in an order here? I leave it up to you. Let me take a sip of my apple juice.
Oh, I can talk now?
Mm-hmm.
I lost all the wind out of my sail.
Good. Yeah.
No, so score predictions tomorrow. What do you think?
I'm wondering if I should get the wings or not. How are the wings at Sharky's?
I think they're. I think the wings are like on a 5-1 basis. They're pretty good. Actually, the wings are pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do they have honey mustard?
Of course they have honey
I
mustard.
do.
All right. There's places, some places with wings. I gotta ask.
Come on.
I asked for honey mustard. They don't got it.
Come on. I know they have honey mustard because Leighton, who works with me, only eats chicken and honey mustard.
Me too.
Oh,
I know. What's wrong with these? What, you guys don't like buffalo sauce?
grow
No,
up.
I take the buffalo sauce. I dip the whole wing in the honey mustard.
Oh, you're a dipper, huh?
You're a dipper.
Are you a double dipper?
I double dip into my own sauce.
Into your own
My
sauce.
own sauce. I don't
hope so.
double dip in. I'm not Costanza.
No. You're not an animal.
I'm gonna bring.
That guy's so.
I'm bringing coconut shavings, and when you're not looking, I'm gonna pour them on top of your chicken. And then when you get sick, and you don't want to eat it, I get a free basket of wings.
I'm gonna vomit on you right now.
I would love that.
All right. So scores for tomorrow.
Talk about a turn.
What do you think? You host this part of the show.
I'm nervous.
Who do you want to answer that question?
Rodriguez.
Oh, okay.
Now we know whose opinion he respects.
The score. Oh, good Lord. You hurt the millennials' feelings. Okay, Millie, you can go first.
no. I don't want to.
Go ahead for Wachi Wachi.
I don't
Go
want to.
ahead. Wee.
I don't want
Go,
to. I don't
Millie.
like you right now. I want to stand in the corner and cry.
Got a couple of powders over here. All right. So I'm saying deGrom goes 7, gives up 2, Mets win 5-2.
That's what I'm
Edwin
thinking.
Diaz's first save as a Met comes tomorrow.
I'm thinking 5-2 also. I actually think that we're gonna score at
Prediction.
3 or 4 runs off of Scherzer.
Click it up, baby. Put my name right there. Dwight Gooden. Dwight, call me.
I got
I
5.
missed that
I got
picture.
5-2 also, but we don't really care what Farace thinks.
Okay,
So
moving
what's
on.
the next subject?
Next part.
Yeah, I also think
deGrom gets the win.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Diaz
Keith.
gets the save.
Go ahead, Keith.
I'm exactly on board with Rodriguez.
That's a real copycat of you.
It is.
Let's because I remember we did this last year. Who
Yes.
hits the Mets' first home run? And is it tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Mhm.
Scherzer's prone to home runs, so I'm gonna go with Conforto.
Good call. I think we're
You're gonna
gonna
copy him with that too.
I think we're gonna hit 2 homers tomorrow.
That wasn't my question. My question was who's gonna hit the first home run.
Okay. So let me finish talking and you'll
Sorry.
hear. I'll wait till you give me permission.
Give him his line that he says to you all the time. Don't let the
Don't let the middle of my sentence interrupt the beginning of yours. I think we're gonna hit 2 home runs tomorrow. I think the first jack is gonna be by Cano.
Don't you know?
And the second one, I already called that earlier.
Alonso.
Alonso's going yard.
Okay. All right. There's our predictions for tomorrow.
No, there's
Uh,
our predictions
yeah.
for tomorrow.
He
Where's
said
yours?
it doesn't matter.
Oh, you don't want to give yours? You're gonna pout?
It matters to me.
3-2.
3-2. deGrom getting a win.
deGrom gets the win.
Thank God.
deGrom gets the win. Diaz
Gets a save.
Gets a save.
Any
And,
home runs?
You know my boy
The kid.
Conforto.
Okay.
Conforto's a good pick. I was tempted to pick him, but I just feel like Cano
Don't you know?
has a affinity for that kind of big game.
Theatrics.
Yeah, you know.
Last year, one of us, and I can't remember who, and I'm being honest about
It's
this,
probably Keith.
picked Jay Bruce to hit the first home run. I remember this vaguely, but I remember it.
If that was done, it was to annoy the heck
You
out
know
of
what
you.
I'm gonna do tomorrow in the morning?
No, we don't.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Go to the
I'm
bathroom?
going to poop.
Okay.
But after that, I'm going to listen to last year's opening day episode that we did.
And what?
And
And point to our mistakes?
no. I that it's something that would be a fun thing for me.
Well, I'm
Oh.
just going to let you know the sound quality was probably bad.
Probably.
So when we first started, way back when, a few of you were on board. We all sat around a small glass table with one mic on a boom, and we
In a
all
dungeon.
and
All I got is one mic.
we all leaned forward. That was a dope song.
Mhm.
We all leaned forward every time we had to talk
Mhm.
into this mic. We did not have a mixer. Half the time the sound didn't work. So,
But we didn't know.
we didn't know
There
until
were
after the
birds, there were
show.
birds chirping outside of the window.
Birds.
Remember the birds?
No,
and the noise?
that's when
Or the dog?
we
On the
were all
dog.
separated.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. It
Mhm.
was weird. But
We've
now
come
it's
a
so
long way.
professional.
Now we've got this.
All this.
So then we-
built all this out of our earnings.
Then we spent a good portion of time calling in separate locations, and you would hear my washing machine. You would
Ruger.
hear Ruger barking.
His doggy. Yep.
You would hear my family coming into the room. Yeah, it added to the show. It was good, and that was during the time when we were like 10-0,
Ugh.
and we were
Bringing
making
it up.
and we were making predictions at that point. It was
Have you
joking.
ever played baseball?
It was joking.
Jinx.
I'm like, okay, if Keith Hernandez says give it up, there's no jinx. I'm on Keith Hernandez.
Has he said that?
He has said that. There's
don't
no
believe
jinx. He'll say no hitter 100 times during no hitter.
Keith Hernandez.
Keith Hernandez.
Gary Cohen does it, not Keith.
Keith does it.
Gary Cohen definitely does it.
So does Keith.
He pisses me off when he does that.
no, it's
swear
like what
to
are you,
God.
freaking jerk. I didn't say the bad F word. I said frickin'
Frackin'.
jerk.
All right, one more plug for the site, and then we'll get into our predictions. The Sports Nut on the site. He's done so far. He has the American League East. He's got the American League Central, and he's got the American League West. And so tonight, we'll we'll get the National League East, the National League Central, and the National League West going.
Doesn't matter what he says. Who's the sports nut?
He's
You know him?
I do. Oh,
Is he a personal friend?
not a personal friend.
Have you had sexual intercourse with him?
Not once.
Okay.
However,
Then twice.
so far he's picked the Yankees to win the American League East. He's picked the Indians to win the National League,
Not anymore.
American League Central, and he has picked the Astros to win the American League West. So
Very well.
can't wait to see where he has the Mets.
Oh.
So
Intrigue.
all of the picks from the CineSportsTalk crew will be up on the CineSportsTalk.com page.
I'm going to do my best to get those up tonight.
TV show. Oh, you're going to do your best to get it up tonight.
That
Congratulations. Congratulations,
Aw.
Mrs. Farace. It's your night tonight.
You know, they make the little blue pill generic now. I heard it on the radio today.
Even bald guys can get it.
Yeah.
Ball guys always get it.
In the rectum.
Wow. Again, the show goes where we
What's
going?
going on
I
here?
don't
Who
know.
said that?
This is terrible.
Let's get our picks in, man. Let's go. Let's do this.
I'd like to give
Play
a
the
shout out
music.
to Tom Seaver and the stat. I want to see that statue they're building.
I
hope
cannot
so.
wait.
In
Yeah.
2020, right?
No, this year.
No
Yeah.
kidding.
This year. And did you notice that SNY changed their name to Studio 41?
No,
No,
way.
I did not notice that.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
I'm not giving you the finger. I'm just holding it
What
on
a
my phone.
tribute.
Me neither.
All right, let's do this. Let's
Let's not say we did.
rapid fire.
Ugh.
Let's go through
He
the
loves rapid fire.
American League East. Keith,
American League East.
Wait, what did I say though? What didn't I send
You
you,
don't
this
remember?
already? No, I'm not gonna remember. I might pick a different one now.
You said rapid fire?
Yeah.
Okay, Yankees.
did you pick the Yankees on your list?
Yeah.
Okay, Rodriguez picked the
I
Yankees.
did pick the Skankies.
I am going with the Red Sox.
Of course you
it was a hard choice. Red Sox to me are the better team, but I think the Yankees are going to power their way into first because their bullpen is just amazing. I think that's going to push them over. But
That's gonna save a lot of games for them.
My
Yeah.
thought is that they don't have the pitching.
They'll buy it.
they got Happ and Paxton. And, yeah,
They will
They got,
buy it.
They got a lot of
They got two good pitchers. No real ace. Maybe Paxton could be an ace, but yeah. Anyway,
he could be an ace, but right now he's not. All right, American League Central. You jumped all over the place when you sent me this. You went from the east to the west to the central.
I did, right?
You did that.
I did that on purpose.
Okay.
3 times in a row, just to annoy the heck out of you.
Mm-hmm.
The Central. I
must
don't
have
think
my
I picked the
biscuits.
Indians because of. I don't think I picked the Indians because I knew of the injury and I knew they had problems with Lindor. Who did I pick again?
The Indians.
Did I pick the Indians? And I guess I picked the Indians. No, I didn't pick the Indians. I thought I picked. Did I pick the Indians? You got that wrong. That's not my text.
What do you mean?
He's lying.
Who you got, Keith?
Indians.
I'm going the Indians.
What is
as
this,
well.
Rodriguez? We're like agreeing lately, bro. This is good.
Uh,
I don't know if he likes that.
I don't like agreeing with him.
All right, the American League West. This, I believe we're all going to agree.
Yeah, Astros.
Astros.
Did I pick the Astros?
You did.
Damn.
Okay.
All right, let's go with wild card.
Oh, I know. I know. I picked a different wild card than you guys for sure.
I went Red Sox and the A's.
You did? Who'd you get?
I'm going with, because I don't have it in front of me, I'm going with the Yankees, and I'm going with Oakland.
Yeah.
I think I picked the Red Sox,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I went off kilter on this a little bit. I forgot.
Oh, from us, yeah. You went with the Angels.
Did I pick the Angels? Yeah, I
Mhm.
picked the Angels.
I don't think they're deep enough, but they can do it. I mean, they got,
There's a potential.
yeah.
It's the best player in baseball,
Yeah.
and you got poo holes.
Poo holes. All right, so now let's head over to the National League. Let's start with the West.
You go sit in the bleachers with your father. I got
terrible.
I went off a little bit. I'm probably the only one who picked this. I got the Rockies winning the West. I think the reign for Dodgers are done. I think the Rockies are going to power their way up.
I picked the Dodgers, I think.
Yeah, it's a safe pick.
I'm going with the Dodgers too.
I didn't
very
pick it as a
safe
safe pick. I just think they're still the cream of the crop in the team.
No, nothing wrong with a safe pick. I just
you know
think Rockies are going to be surprising this year.
If the Padres get any kind of decent pitching, they're going to hang around till the end.
Yeah.
If they get any decent pitching,
they should get Keiko.
That's their question mark. That's their question mark. And think about it. They were trying to get. They were trying to get. They try to talk to the Mets about Thor. Right.
Never happened.
But they were also talking to. It was trade scenarios. Thor wasn't the only guy the Marlins, the Padres targeted.
So did you pick the Padres?
I picked the Dodgers.
Oh, okay.
Nobody's really talking about the Padres, though, and you're right. They had some huge signings. I mean, to me, of the two biggest free agents, they got the better one.
They've got a stud. You know, I was always thinking that.
Yeah.
They got Machado. They got a stud catcher. They have two stud catchers. And they can just split the time with them and keep them healthy. They got Tatis, who's now going to be their starting shortstop.
He's his third baseman.
No,
Hosmer,
shortstop.
Is Machado going to third?
He's going to third.
That little punk wouldn't go to third on another team, and he'll go to third for the Padres.
Mhm.
Seriously?
he'll go to third for $300 million.
What a loser!
Then
take
you got
third base
Will
for $300 million.
Myers and these guys. And
Will Myers is always hurt. He's like a freaking souped up Duda.
you could say that. Yeah,
I did.
you did. You're not wrong.
Anyway,
All right, American League Central. Nope, National League Central.
National League
don't
Central.
look at me like that, Keithy.
I went a little bit different on this one, too. I picked the Brewers.
Who's to say you went differently?
I don't know. I just don't feel like people are giving the Brewers a lot of credit. A lot of people thinking the Cubs had an off year last year. They're going to win it.
My friend over here to the right picked the Brewers.
Oh, you did?
Mhm.
Damn, what is it, bro? It's just the NL West. Yeah. Because the Brewers, to me, you know, they have a really solid team. They didn't really have any subtraction. They added a couple key pieces this year, specifically at catcher. They picked up that jerk from the Dodgers that didn't want to play for the Mets.
Royd head.
I think they had a really good year last year. They got Yelich, the reigning MVP. They're if their pitching holds up,
they're ready.
Yelich
They're
is
ready.
on one of your teams.
I got him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care. I went auto draft and I'll still beat you. Go on.
I don't want to talk about that. So, who'd you pick?
Where were we? The Central?
AL Central.
Yes, National
You got
Central.
the Indians, right?
Yeah, I'm going with the Indians for the National League Central. No, I'm going with the Cardinals.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna pick that. I almost picked the Cardinals because of goal shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, how does Arizona let him go like that? The guy could have retired a Diamondback. And he didn't even get like tremendous amount
How
of money.
close are they?
Well,
to a
so
championship?
what happened
Arizona?
what happened with Arizona is that they went all in the previous 2 seasons and they fell flat, and so they decided to go the route of
Rebuild.
load me up on draft pick, minor league stars, and
I
let's
guess
see if we
they
can do
still
that.
have that overpaid pitcher from the
They have-
Dodgers.
Greinke's a good pitcher.
Overpaid.
He's overpaid though.
Dude, he's solid, man.
I think
Solid
he's really
as
solid.
heck.
30 something million a year, dude. Anyway,
Well, now he's not going to have an offense.
yeah, he's gonna have another deGrom year. Watch him win the Cy Young, do like a 1.8 ERA with 7 wins.
Or the Mets solidify the whole damn thing and trade for him.
For who?
Greinke.
Not gonna happen.
No, we ain't adding $30 million. We're at 162 million right now. You think we're gonna get to 200?
Jeez, why did you shoot me down? Why don't you? Jeez.
Done deal.
All right. Now let's skip forward and let's go to the American League Cy Young. We're teasing the Mets fans right now. American League Cy Young.
I'm picking one for the old guys. Justin Verlander. I'm thinking he's gonna have a big year. I think he's gonna get the MVP this year.
I think that's
The Cy Young this year.
Yep, I think that's a solid pick. Rodriguez went with Christopher Sale
Another solid pick.
of the Boston Red Sox, and I'm going to agree with him.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with
Do you want to
Christopher
change
Sale.
your
I
All right.
You want to?
No, it's fine.
All
I'll
right.
go with it.
The National League Cy Young. No. Let's stick with the American League. AL Rookie of the Year.
I went with Chunky Boy in Toronto.
That's a clean sweep. We all went Chunky
Clean
Boy.
sweep, yeah.
Once he comes up, I think he's just gonna go beast mode. American League MVP,
I went with the $400 million man.
as did the two of us.
Wow.
Michael
You have
Trout.
to. How can you not?
Michael
Perennial.
Trout, even though he's an Eagles fan.
How about the NL MVP? Would you pick?
The NL MVP, I am gonna go with Arenado.
Wow. You?
I think I went Arenado too.
Wow.
Arenado.
So did I.
He's got to come up.
You're
he's
big on the
gotta
Rockies.
prove
Are
that
you a Rocky
contract,
fan
huh?
now?
Yeah.
You're big on the Rockies. Now, are you high on the Rockies?
Resign Cargo.
Where did he go? He signed.
I'm not
Indians?
yeah, to the whiskey's going. I'm not a Rockies fan. I think it's opportunistic that American League West right now, I think, is deplenished. I don't think that Dodgers
they're
are as
not
good
in
as
the
they were
American League
last
West.
year. Not right. I'm pulling Farace, sorry. The National League West.
So it's
The
cyclical.
Dodgers lost some
cyclical.
key players. They didn't really pick up a whole lot.
Mhm.
They picked up that often hurt center fielder that we didn't get.
Who's gonna have a great season? I just have a feeling.
They
Pollock.
I don't-
Oh,
I don't think that they are stronger than they were
Colorado
last
great
year.
season sucks.
Colorado was biting on their heels a lot last year. Arizona obviously sold off. The Padres are building, so I think it's opportunistic. I think the Rockies can do something right now.
You know, it's going to be a
Do it.
scary thing if the Padres take that step this year and are hang around, because next year is the year that they were presumed to take that leap forward
Yeah.
because of the young guys that they have. So imagine if they take that leap forward this year, and then what happens
possible.
next year?
They
It's
won't.
possible.
You're wrong.
Dang it! No, I said imagine. I'm not
I'm
predicting
not
it.
imagining nothing.
They'll be third
Imagine all the
place.
people.
Imagine. No, I don't want to get
They'll be third place.
turd.
Dodgers
Where they
second.
where they belong.
Imagine all
American
the
League.
people.
No, I think we're done with the American
Yeah,
League.
we're done.
Done with the American League. All
You
right,
love the American League.
let's head to the National League. Back to the National League. The National League East.
Wait, are we doing the Rookie of the Year, the MVP, and all that
Should we
stuff?
do that
National
first?
League?
No,
I don't know.
Not
I've
I've been
doing
bouncing back and forth.
You've been bouncing.
All
back
right,
and forth,
National League Rookie of the Year.
I went a little homer on a couple of these choices, but I do believe it to be true. I think Pete Alonso. Because I was looking at all the people coming up. So it's going to either be Tatis Jr. I didn't know he was coming up when I picked this. Or Alonso. And I think Alonso is going to have a bigger impact because I think the Mets more desperately need a power bat. So I think he will shine a little bit in that Roy category. Yeah.
He doesn't want to go homer. He's not going to go homer. That's
No.
why he's hesitating because
He's
he doesn't
picking
want to
Tatis.
upset you.
Yeah, I don't care. I know he's not really a Met
See?
fan.
Rodriguez went with Pete Alonso.
I had to. If he plays a full year, I think he's going to be a freaking beast, man. At least good enough to win Rookie of the Year. Hurry up, man. Say it. Just like a bandage. Just rip it right off.
Tatis.
Yeah. See that? Yeah. Okay, that's why you picked the Padres.
See, this is the problem. I didn't pick the Padres. I picked the Dodgers.
You just picked the Padres to surprise everybody.
I said imagine.
all the people. That's what you're saying. What was that
this
about?
this is supposed to be a safe place. I get.
Who told you that? Who lied to you?
I get criticized all the time. Last year, I picked the Cubs to beat
Speaking
the
of
Mets.
safe
And
place, where's Bear? I didn't see him.
Bear is out and about.
Oh.
Out and about.
Gallivanting.
Yeah. Speaking of safe place.
Because every time somebody says safe place, I think puppies and coloring books. And then I just realized I didn't see Bear when it came in.
National League MVP.
NL MVP. We did that already. Arenado.
Arenado. Okay. Cy Young. National League.
Cy Young,
winner.
National League. Don't do Homer again.
I did. I think it's going to either be Noah or deGrom. I mean, it's gonna. I'll say this for sure. It's the National League East, hands down. But I do think it's going to come from the Mets. I'm picking Noah, but it can also be. That's my pick that I'm sticking with. But it can also be deGrom. I mean, but you got Scherzer, you got Nola. I mean, there's a lot of pitchers that come out of the East right now.
Rodriguez picked.
One.
I did.
Oh,
Okay.
you picked.
Yeah.
You said Thor.
Yeah, so
Thor,
that's my
okay.
pick. Yeah.
Rodriguez said Thor.
Oh my God, Rodriguez, me and you, bro, we're gonna win it all this year.
Only because he's so wound up on CyGrom winning it that I think he's gonna try so hard.
Yeah,
And with he's gonna be ready.
I think he's gonna have like 280 strikeouts.
Aronola, watch.
Why?
If you pick Nola, I swear
I'm
to
being
God.
I'm being criticized everywhere now.
Just
now.
say it. Say it already.
If you picked a National or a Philly, it's
he
over.
didn't pick a Met. I guarantee he didn't pick a
when
Met.
we're gonna come over your house.
He's gonna
kick
pick
you out of your
Scherzer.
room and do the show without you.
Watch. He looks into his eyes all the time.
Scherzer. I knew it. You little fanboy.
Told you.
Fanboy.
Told you. Told you. I just don't want to do this anymore. Honestly. What
All
else?
right, National League East.
Go on.
No, I want to hear who you picked. Phillies?
Why do you want to hear what I picked?
Braves. He's got to pick the Braves.
Rodriguez picked the Mets.
What do you think?
Why couldn't you let him pick his own pick?
Because he said he didn't remember. That one.
I wouldn't remember who I picked to win the National
I
League
think you
East.
just pull like a magician trick, like sleight of hand. You're trying to distract from yourself. Who'd you pick?
What is that noise?
That noise is the sound that you're making to imitate to.
No, I felt like it was a. Is
Did
that
you pick the Nats? What noise are you talking about?
Yeah, you're an idiot. He hurried up and did it while I looked this way.
Who'd you pick?
For the National League
Braves.
East, huh?
Braves, right?
You're just gonna pick every other team.
Who'd you pick? Nationals or the Braves? Because I know you didn't pick the Mets.
He picked the Mets. If he didn't pick the Mets for the National League East, I swear I'm just walking right out. If you did not pick the Mets, this show's over. We're turning the table over. Kevin
Flipping the table.
McReynolds
I'm gonna go fly it.
loses it. Seaver, he's got dementia now. You want me to do that
It's
to
just
him?
like it's a difficult.
So it's obvious how everybody that he didn't pick the Mets because look, he's turning red.
Holy
He's
cow.
hesitating.
Am I?
This
He's
is
crapping his
unreal.
pants.
Look, I'm
You did not
right
pick the
here.
Mets.
I'm right
Wow.
in between. I got half orange, half blue.
Wow.
If I don't move,
Oh, how wonderful is that? Are you
Yep.
gonna get to the point sometime
But
today?
you should probably have national red.
Yeah, I think you need. I think
We'll
you
paint
need.
that little section
You
for you.
picked he picked the Nats and he just gave the Mets a wild card. I can see it. I don't even have to read the.
Can you spit it out already? Or are you going to keep the stolen?
you want me to go?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go.
He picked already the Mets. You know, come on.
Oh, you
This
picked the
is
Mets.
Keith Farace. What do you think he's gonna pick anybody else?
Can I see? You picked the Mets. You picked the Metropolitans.
So you just tricked me to giving my pick ahead of time.
I did.
While you
I
sat
have
here
your
stalled
pick. I have your
for 10
pick. I could
minutes.
look
You
at
realize
it.
he has your pick. You
I know.
send it
But we magically don't have yours, and you're sitting here stalling because you're
Magically
scared.
delicious.
You're scared of the tongue lashing, not lapping, lashing. That you're gonna get for that you're gonna get Rodriguez and I.
Just say it, dude.
All right.
Say it.
Anyway,
Say it.
He,
All right.
He picked the Braves.
He picked the
Who'd you
Braves.
pick for the wild card? Mets. Who'd you pick for the wild card? No, because this isn't boring already. We know that he's full of stuff.
I don't like
I-
your attitude right now.
I think I picked the Braves for the wild card. I believe I picked the Braves. I'm not sure.
You picked the Braves and the Cardinals for the wild card.
I picked the Cubs and the Nationals.
Fair. Who'd you pick? The Mets for the wild card.
He probably picked the Padres and the
Yeah.
Braves.
The Mets and
don't
Padres.
make the
I
playoffs this
picked-
year.
All of a sudden, he's got this thing with the Padres. What is that
I don't
about?
know. It's the SD. It stands for stupid dick.
I picked.
Sorry, it's late enough. It's almost 10 o'clock.
I got squeakage.
Look how nervous he is. You see. Look,
For the wild card, I picked the Brewers, and I picked
The Mets.
the Phillies.
so you picked the Mets to win.
Oh my God!
So
So who? The Phillies?
Wild card.
Out of hatred, you should not pick them. Brian Home? Is that what it is? You and Brian Home?
Maybe I have a reverse curse thing.
I spit upon
Jinx.
thee.
So who'd you pick to win the East?
The Nationals.
So you don't have the Mets making the playoffs? You really don't have the Mets making the playoffs?
I said earlier.
I don't blame him. I'm only sticking here just for the minute. After this is the last show. It was a great ride with you all. Rodriguez and I, you'll see a Met show. And then coming soon.
Brand new Met show.
Brand new Met show. And you're going to see a Padres and Nashville Philly show coming soon over here.
I said earlier that those 4 teams can be interchangeable.
So you decided to interchange it with the Phillies and the Nationals and put the Mets in third place. What a loser. No, really. That's like retarded, dude. I've never heard such ridiculous nonsense in my life. I am so disappointed in you. I'm very disappointed in you.
All right, should I give my real picks now?
Yes.
Okay. Have the Mets winning the East.
Rodriguez.
I was hoping he was going to find this out on listening to the show.
Rodriguez, let's just finish the show up.
The Mets winning the East.
Who do you have for the wild card?
And for the wild card, I have the Brewers and the Cubs.
Such a jerk. Such a jerk. Phillies and Nationals, bro.
Throw a shoe at me.
Oh, the chancleta. Chancleta's coming.
I got it. Look. I caught. Look, I just pulled Juan Lagares.
So I was explaining to the fans that we're going to have Rodriguez and I are going to come back with a Met show. It's just going to be us two, brand new. And Farace is going to have a Phillies National Padre show for all of you weirdo fans out there. Him and Brian Hom.
With Brian Home.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good.
So
and Tim.
who do you have to win it all?
Why don't you just have a show with Brian Home, Tim? What's that douche from Raphael?
Who's going to be
Have
there?
them all.
Oh, yeah. Another Cub fan.
Who do you guys have in the World Series?
I have Mets and Astros.
Holy crap. Did you guys just get together and
No, it's common sense. Him and I obviously are smart, and you're not.
I didn't pick the Astros.
you sure did?
Okay, I take back the smart thing, but at least we agree.
I'm clearly cutting our predictions part and making that a spotlight part of this episode. Since Facebook screwed us.
You're a terrible human being. Never thought I'd say that out loud. I would say it in my head, but no. All right, so yeah,
Mets and Astros. Who wins the
Trader.
World Series?
oh,
I feel like this happens every year, though.
But
it's gonna happen till we die, right? Keith?
Yeah, listen, if you told me, let's say 2013 or 2014, who's going to win, I would tell you anybody but the Mets. But we are realistically in contention to go that far.
You think by you not picking them, they're gonna win?
Actually, well, it didn't work last year. Actually, in MLB The Show, the Mets are in the contenders bracket. Like when you do the road
Of
to the show.
course.
No, for sure. They're in there with the Phillies,
I think the Mets
Cardinals and stuff.
and stuff.
Oh my god!
You know what we should do? We should get him a Phillies jersey. A Harper Phillies jersey.
Number 3.
Oh, and a wig, so you can flip it. You got a lot of problems, boy.
Should we come clean? Should I come clean?
You need to wipe up, sure.
I'm going to come clean. I got the Mets winning the National League East.
You were lying?
I was lying.
I was really mad.
I know you were. You threw a shoe at me.
At coffee.
And to make it even better, my wild cards are the Cubs and the Brewers.
Actually, I think Rodriguez pooped in the middle of your living room to blame your dog.
Still don't know why he was upset.
That's an idea.
It's not poop.
I don't have the Braves, the Phillies, or the Nationals making it to the playoffs.
Okay.
If ever there's going to be a time you do it, it's this.
This is the moment.
This is Macho Man and Hogan, the Mega Powers, when they were holding their hands.
Yeah! Who do you have winning it all?
I have the New York Mets beating the Boston Red Sox in 6 games to do it again to the Sox, to do it again to Scotty P.
All right, you deserve this.
2 in a row.
Full on, hard one for you.
Yes. You need a moment?
No, it was the whole full-on hard one for you.
Are you?
You got it.
Are you verklempt?
I am.
You're verklempt.
I'm verklempt.
So how many? So the Mets are going to beat the Astros in how many games?
I don't think that far ahead.
6.
I think that it's not. That's either a 6 or 7 game series. I'm going to say 7. Yeah, that's a tough match because I think our pitching at the end does it for us. Because I think Thor and deGrom, more Thor, really want some redemption from 2015. You know, I think they felt like they should have won that series. I feel like they should have won that series. Kansas City was just hot.
Mm-hmm.
They were over aggressive, and we were not aggressive enough, and we lost.
Got a lot of anxiety right now.
Familia.
Not
Oh my
too.
God!
Blew it.
That home run that Deuce
Familia
Gordon hit
blew
in the
it.
9th inning.
Familia blew
But
it.
now we have La Azúcar.
Azúcar. Familia's a setup guy.
I was just randomly thinking last night after the draft. I was thinking just a big moment, sold out crowd at Citi Field. Diaz comes in the 9th inning. Mets are up by 1, and he just mows them down. And with his gestures, and he's just gonna fire the crowd up.
So
Puerto
Rican.
He's
Puerto
right.
Rican.
He's played his season. He's played his games in Seattle. No offense, Seattle, but he kind of bland. You're exactly where guys like Jay Bruce go to play. Guys like Jason Bay
See how fit he looks now?
go to play,
he does. He looks.
Jay Bruce, he looks great.
Yeah, he does.
and he had a really good spring.
Didn't he have hit like 700 in the spring?
Yeah. Guys like John Olerud go to play.
I don't.
The difference between those 3 is
Well,
Olerud.
Toronto.
Olerud did his thing in New York.
Yeah.
Olerud was amazing. Anyway,
But like I said, Seattle, and they went nuts for him. Imagine the Mets fans.
interesting fact.
In New York,
Seattle's-
a Puerto Rican superstar in New York. Beltran blew it like he,
Swing the bat.
just take a swing.
Check swing.
That's all. That was
Tap
it.
the ball foul down the left field line.
Put your face in front of it. He could have hit it with that mold that he has. He could have just went like this and hit the ball. He could have bumped the ball on a third base line and
never
scored a
understood
run.
that.
Did you notice that up there?
Yeah, I noticed
Yeah.
it. I did notice it.
The guy signed a
some things in
$120 million contract, and he couldn't have that thing removed from his ear.
Laser
First-
the thing off.
But
Mets,
didn't he get? Oh, what was that guy's name? He paid for his nose surgery. John Neese.
oh yeah, well Johnny's had a jacked up looking nose.
He paid to have his nose done.
John Lee needs to look like an American Eagle.
Yeah, he had a jacked up nose. Mets are 36-21 lifetime MLB opening day. Interesting
Don't
fact.
we have the best
We
opening
were-
day
I
record?
think
at
so.
home. At home. I don't know about altogether.
Overall?
It could be overall. I'm not sure. interesting fact: we started our franchise the first 10 years 2-8, 2-8, and we've been.
And then we had Seaver.
Yeah, we've been 34. Was it 34 and 13?
I went to opening day in 1990, and
Wow.
we lost.
Who was there? Bonilla was there.
No, Bonilla was a Pirate. That's the team that we faced. And we lost it was 12-3. Jeff Innes came in.
Jeff Ennis.
And they let him pitch the game was out of hand already. It's like 9-1 in like the 8th inning, and Jeff Ennis comes in side armor, and Bonilla just
I remember Jeff Ennis.
I don't know if the ball landed yet.
When Bonilla was really good.
Yeah,
I
he
think
got
he
really
had a
bad
couple
the
of
following
good
year.
years for us, though. I mean, he didn't play bad for us.
No, he wasn't.
He just had a
terrible.
problem with the New York media. Couldn't handle it. A
No.
Bronx boy couldn't handle
What
the New
did
York
he
media.
do? What was
Did
that?
he yell at somebody or try to fight some media guy or
He
something
tried,
like
yeah,
that?
he
Mets-
went to fight.
yeah,
in the locker room.
In the
The
locker
Mets
room,
were a
yeah.
mess, and then
were
they
a
had the
mess.
Vince Coleman era. I mean,
The early 90s were such a disaster because you were coming off the high of the mid and late 80s, and then the 90s came, and 90 was good. They almost won the division in 90. I think they lost the division by like 2 games of the Pirates.
back then,
Buddy Harrelson took over as the manager mid-season. They fired Davey Johnson in like June or something.
yeah, the Mike Cubbage, and we
But then right after that, they fired Harrelson in 91, and that's when you got Mike Cubbage and Jeff Torborg and those guys coming.
Dallas Green.
Dallas Green. What a miserable time to be a Mets fan.
So why
but
are we talking about it?
because the most loyal fans in baseball,
Good times are coming, I think.
the Metropolitans,
yeah,
us.
winter is coming for the rest of the league.
Yes, and with
Game
that,
of Thrones boy.
we put a big old blue and orange ribbon on this bad boy.
Real quick, I'm gonna start putting it on our Twitter only. So if you can follow us on Twitter, put it, the PIITB show on Twitter. Go follow us, share us, send out to your friends. I'm gonna start throwing some Met facts,
Met facts on
and
Keith.
Met trivia.
You won't know what twit you.
Yeah, just something to check out. I'll try to do it every day, but obviously that's not realistic. I'll do it most every day.
Most every day.
Most every day. I'll do it every day sometimes. Yes.
Now, all right. So tomorrow, 1:00, and we'll be active on social media tomorrow. We'll probably do some live
Opening day, people.
spots from Sharkies. And again, if you're in the area, come stop by, say hi, join
Hang
us,
out, watch the Mets. Win or lose, we'll be there.
If we get enough people out there, maybe Sharkies will give us some specials. Who knows?
Why not?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Just tossing that out there. 1:00 start time.
Life's full of miracles.
deGrom versus Scherzer.
CyGrom.
Mets versus Nats, and what I think is
Nuts.
going to be the top 2 teams in the division. I think that's who will shake out as who's going to battle for the East.
I think the Nats are one Strasburg away from.
Thanking it.
And I think the kid is going to go Yad against Max. Boom.
I say, hey, the Fuacata before the first game of the season, dude.
So I'm going to
Top of the week.
talk. Can you play sounds of running water for me? I have to hear flowing.
No, but I think it
river.
already happened.
That was the reason.
Yeah, for the season.
Yeah. Who you gonna Fuacata?
I don't know. Who did we
Dude.
say we're gonna fuck it before? I don't have a fuckata.
What are we doing tomorrow? There it is. Think of it. It's coming. Gather. Gather the strength from the gods. The god of thunder gives you the strength to Fuacata. Who? Do it. Do it.
Fuckata, Bryce Harper!
Yes.
You'll bat to 30. You'll hit less than 25 homers. I hate you, Harper. I hate you, Brian Hom. I hate the Phillies and their guts too.
Bryce Harper, who once said that he didn't see himself being a Philly, he came out today and said it's such a great sight to see the Liberty Bell and all this.
Yeah,
and all
good
that.
luck
And
walking around that urine
Bryce
stinking
Harper,
city.
It's
Bryce-
crack, stupid.
Bryce Harper says he cannot wait to bring a championship to DC. You signed with the Phillies, you moron.
I can't wait to be on a parade with that boat thing or whatever they call it, moron. At least rehearse what you're gonna say. You just signed $310 million. You schmuck. Fuck it.
You got fuck at that a lot.
Hey, Phillies, you paid $310 million for an 82-win team.
Fuckata to all of you.
Read between
I
the lines.
hate you, Phillies. I hate you, Harper. I hope you suck for the next 10 years.
Hey, Harper, Trout got more than you by $120 million.
And he's better. Way better.
Not even ranked top 10. You know why?
You got dropped out of the top 10.
What does SUCK spell?
Suck.
Harper sucks. You suck, sweaty balls.
Oh, sweaty ball.
Sweaty.
Sweaty. Go home, balls.
Sweaty ball.
You're too good for your home ball.
Go home. You're too good to go home.
Harper, you eat pieces of shit for breakfast.
We eat pieces of shit for breakfast.
Daily.
Daily. Shooter McGavin.
That was phenomenal.
That was.
All right. On that note, orange blue ribbon on it. We will be on social media tomorrow, and let's go
All day.
Mets.